All right, before we continue with the teams that are willing to win, or rather that are confident that they can win the World Cup, there's a breaking news coming from Arsenal. What is that? They have a new coach right now. Unai Emery is now the new coach of Arsenal. He's been confirmed this morning where he joins the Gunners after leaving a PSG where he won 2 titles. So it's confirmed, well, Unai Emery is the coach of Arsenal.
Signed, sealed and delivered.
So.
New sheriff in town in London, and you're not an Arsenal fan, so I don't expect you to be emotionally tied down to this appointment. But I mean, just as a fan of football, Unai Emery coming to England, and some people out there are not convinced, even though it's proven in the past that he knows how to win titles.
Well, his CV speaks for itself.
Right.
In the last 2 years with PSG, he won 7 out of a possible 8 trophies.
Wow.
That's as good can get, if you ask me. Won the Europa League back-to-back with Sevilla. He ensured the promotion of Almeria from the Segunda to the La Liga, and they finished in the top 10. 8th position to be precise. Moved on to Valencia before joining Sevilla. For me, I think he's a good coach. Far better than Mikel Arteta, who, in my opinion, is unproven. And that would have been a gamble. Now, they might still struggle because now it's the end of an era, knowing that Arsene Wenger is moving on. It will take a while.
Wow.
But he's a good coach that can get back Arsenal to the top 4 and possibly vying for the title.
Okay, interesting. We'll see about that.
Because yesterday we saw that his official website had that logo, and also saying he's proud, you know, to be part of this Arsenal family. I was like,
he was excited. He was excited.
But this morning now, well, it's been confirmed. They can't hide it anymore. So it's a good one early in the season. You know that when the season starts, of course, get the players you want to get, sell the ones you don't want at the club, and just prepare for the new season in August.
Interesting. Wish.
Congratulations to all Arsenal fans. Didn't get Arteta.
Finally, you have your wish. Wenger is gone, and there's a new sheriff in town.
After 22 years.
Okay. We're not living in England just yet.
We'll stay there. And of course, Harry Kane, he's proud to be captaining England to the World Cup. Remember, 2014 wasn't a good one. 2016 Euros was shambolic. But this time around, Harry Kane, he says, all the time he's captaining England, he's been able to score. But then we'll see what he's going to do in this one. You know what? Let's listen to him now talking about how proud he is to captain England to the World Cup for the first time in Russia.
For me, not much changes. You know, I'm someone who likes to lead by example on and off the pitch, and that's what I'll try and continue to do. We have some young players in the squad who sometimes look up to players like that, and obviously we've got some older players as well who have been there who I can still learn from as well. So it's important that it isn't just me. Although I'm going to be captain, we need other leaders in the team, and I think we've got that. So, yeah, from my point of view, I just carry on doing what I'm doing and act the same. Since I've had the armband for England, I've scored a few goals, so I'm hoping that continues. So, like I said, for me, obviously it's a massive thing, and I'm extremely proud to wear the armband, but I still have to go out there and do my job, work hard for the team first and foremost, and then try and score. And so far, it's worked well.
So far, he's happy with it, and hopefully all his players will support him. All his teammates will support him, of course, going into the World Cup.
Interesting.
Good choice or what?
Well, it is a good choice. One would have expected either Jordan Henderson or Gary Cahill to have been named captain.
All the guys, right?
But it's apparent that Gareth Southgate is looking to the future. If you look at the core of the team, they are young guys, debutants. The statement made by Harry Kane that England can win the World Cup, I don't share that. But if they don't do well at this World Cup, at least for the future, Harry Kane is 24 years of age. And barring injury, he could still feature in the national team for say, a minimum of 5 years. And having banked 12 goals in 23 appearances, says that the team is built around him, and he is a starter for the 3 Lions.
Correct.
So you need a starter who's going to be a captain and lead by example, like he has said. He also has the experience of Henderson and Gary Cahill to count on. At least he will seek advice from them. Going forward, I believe they would get better. It is a good choice by Gareth Southgate, no doubt.
Good choice.
Going in line with the plan he's got for the 3 Lions and seeking or putting confidence in young players by the list he has released for the World Cup. Says that putting the captaincy on the arms of Harry Kane is way to go.
Fantastic. Okay. So good choice according to Cara Day. And Harry Kane, yeah, he's got very, very lofty ambitions for the World Cup. He believes England can actually go to Russia and win the second title.
Yeah, I believe we can. I think anyone can. I can't sit here in front of you and say we're not going to win it, because we could do. So it's just my mindset. I want to win at everything I do, and I know a lot of players in the team want to win at everything they do. So that's what we're going to try and do. Like I said earlier, it's going to be extremely hard. There's some really, really good teams in the World Cup, but it's worth fighting for. Like I say, them dreams of lifting it, I'm sure we've all had them, and it's an opportunity for us. So we're going to fight and give it everything we got. Although we've got a kind of a younger team, maybe a less experienced team, it's still when we get out there, the fans are going to expect us to win, especially the first couple of group games, and we expect ourselves to win as well. So, but that's part of the experience. That's part of planning a World Cup, is to feel that pressure and see how you cope under it. We have to be brave. We have to take it on the chin. Whether we go out in the group stage or the semi-final, it's the same. You don't win the World Cup. So that's what we've got to try and discuss as players, is just to have no fear. Just when we talk about it, we want to win it, and we go from there.
Right there, Harry Kane hoping England can go on to win the World Cup. The one and only time England have won the World Cup was in 1966 when they hosted that particular competition, and they've been waiting ever since. Winning the World Cup is not the easiest task. I mean, very few countries have done it. So to have done it once and you want to do it twice, and it's another difficult task.
Yeah, it's easy to say, and I believe it's just a motivational statement made by Harry Kane to, like we say in local parlance, ginger the lads. But it goes beyond that. You need to walk the talk. And like I did say, I mentioned some countries earlier, the likes of Brazil, defending champions, Germany, Spain, France, Argentina. Those 5 nations, they are my favorites. They are the team you need to look out for at the World Cup. For England, they've not really done well in the last few World Cups. And with a couple of players going into this Mundial, they'll make it beyond the first round. Okay. But going over as far as possible to win the World Cup, I think not. But then maybe there might be the dark horses.
Who knows?
But who knows? But I still rank them as maybe second tier.
Okay,
second tier, basically, because I've mentioned 5 countries who are my first tier. Basically, the major contenders are the favorites to win the title.
Interesting. So all the best to England as well. We're still staying in England. This time, we're talking about the UEFA Champions League. The final is upon us. It's going to be on Saturday between Real Madrid and Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp has been in the news. Cecilia yesterday said the players should be brave, shouldn't be scared of the big stars of Real Madrid. And today, what is it talking about? It's talking about how the big names and the experience that they have in Real Madrid. And it's kind of wary. It's kind of admitting that Real Madrid's experience gives them the edge.
Definitely. I mean, all these players have been to the final, the same squad, the same first 11 in the last 3 Champions League finals. Okay, so you need to be scared of that. Let's hear from him.
The first 11 strong, and still nobody knows exactly if Benzema will start, or Vasquez, or Asensio, or all these different players. It's a really good football team, but that's how it should be in a final. Now the good news, we are as well a really good football team. And we are full of desire. We hope that we can show that. And if we can show that, then we have a chance, and that's enough. If we would have played like Juventus Turin, or would have tried to play like them, because we cannot play that, but if we would have tried, we go out in a group stage. If we would have tried to play like Bayern, Barcelona, Real Madrid, whatever, we would have been out in the group stage. We have to be a little bit more lively than other teams, because we have a lack of experience. We have, in comparison with the really big teams.
Okay, well, that's the way it is. Liverpool, just stay true to yourself, play your style, and see how you can get it out of the way. It's getting boring now. Real Madrid just winning all the time. NBA is next, of course. Rockets, man. This is a good one, right? I love this. Everything all tight.
Kyle is champion of the
from the East and the West, and we're gonna get Game 7.
Yeah, we're not there just yet. Let's get confirmation of that result before we get the thoughts of Kyle Day in the studio. Rockets 95 over the Golden State Warriors. That match was played at the Oracle Arena. Fantastic result for Houston Rockets. Series tied 2 apiece now. Kyle Day, what happened in this game, and why do we have a tie on our hands?
Well, the Rockets were able to sustain the flurry of Steph Curry in the game. Steph Curry had 17 points in the third quarter. And for the Rockets, who were down 12-0 in the first, and they trailed and recovered in the second quarter. And at the end of the first half, it was 53-46 in favor of the Golden State Warriors. But give it to Mike D'Antoni, who tinkered with the team, and the defense was spot on. I also have to give credit to the duo of James Harden and CP3. 30 points and 27 points respectively. Huge. That's 57 points. And if you manage 57 from 95, that's over 50% of the old point that the Rockets had on the day. Then they were a bit lucky again because the Golden State Warriors missed their 5 throws in field goal attempt towards the end of the last quarter. If they had gotten 2 or 3 out of those 5, it could have swung in their favor. And Sean Livingston fouled CP3, which gave him an opportunity for free throws. So it was more like everything worked in favor of the Houston Rockets because it was very, very close, 95-92. Don't forget that in Game 3, they were totally annihilated, 41 points. 41 points. I'm glad he's going to get to at least Game 6 because Game 5, if you win 3-2, you still have to be determined in Game 6 and possibly going the all of Game 7. I'm quite excited that it's difficult to predict. This is the excitement you expect from NBA playoffs.
It is safe to say this particular final that everyone has been looking forward to is living up to the hype.
No, definitely.
No, it's beginning to. Starting from
even
now,
if it gets to be the duo of Cleveland Cavaliers from the East and the Golden State Warriors from the West. But they would have been made to work very, very hard for it.
And not just a 4-0 at the end of the day in the final.
We don't want that. We don't want finals. Let's take a look at the guys. The key actors on the night. The guys that showed out and showed up. For James Harden, he had a good game, 30 points. You're expecting to get his 30 points on every night. He did just that, 30.4 rebounds and 4 assists. While Steph Curry, 28 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists, including that 17 in the third quarter. That was a flurry, but they were able to check him in the fourth quarter. And the other guys, Kevin
Durant.
Kevin Durant,
he had 27 points.
How would you rate their performance on the night? Do you think they helped and they offered a lot of support to Steph Curry?
It wasn't shabby, but I need to give credit to Houston Rockets for attempting to keep KD at bay. Even at that, he was able to amass 27 points. And if the thing about the Dub Nation, if you have the likes of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, KD, and Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green, if you're able to tame 2, what about the other 3?
Okay.
That is the issue. Now, in a way, KD was tamed, but we still had Steph Curry. He had about 5 3-pointers, which was very, very impressive, knowing that he was just coming back from injury. Mike D'Antoni has got to tinker with the duo of Trevor Ariza and Eric Gordon to try and at least suppress the firepower of Golden State Warriors in Game 6 on Thursday night. It is very, very dicey now. You never can tell where the pendulum would swing because it's very, very close. And for you to have won 65 regular games, talking about the Houston Rockets, would count for something eventually. But it will be down to individual brilliance at the end of the day between the two sides.
Interesting. I'll sit there, and Kyle is giving it to you already. Game 5 back in Houston on Thursday night. May the best team win. Tonight's action will continue between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. We need to go on a final break on the show. We'll come back. We'll be previewing the Nigerian Women's Football League.